What's up? I'm Drew Paul Bell, and today what I want to talk about is why the presentation of your architecture projects is really important. When your projects are getting judged by somebody, the thing that's going through that person's mind is very similar to the thing going through their mind or your mind when you're looking at somebody and judging them based off of how they're dressed, how they carry themselves, their presentation. We might look at people and just make split-second judgments about people. Decide that, oh, that person looks super fun, or that person looks really professional, looks like he has his life together, and that person looks like a slob. They probably don't. Now you might get to know these people better and realize that like the slob is actually a really, really nice guy, a really nice person who's just awesome and fun to be around, whereas the professional person who looks like he has his life together might actually be a dick. Or you might actually find out that like the opposite is true and stereotypes are actually false. Point is though, we make judgments on people based off of their presentation, their appearance, the way that they're dressed. The same mechanism in our minds that is constantly trying to minimize time and energy is also activated when you're judging other architecture projects, when you're looking at presentation boards, when you're watching YouTube videos. If you sit in front of the presentation boards and they're scattered about and they're not well laid out, that doesn't show any design skill in it, then you're probably going to assume that they also don't have a well-designed project. When in reality, it might be that they have a great project, then they spent so much time designing this amazing building that if you would actually look at the drawings, then it might be like an amazing project. But you're probably not going to get past that far. And same thing happens with YouTube videos. If you open up a YouTube video and I'm sitting here like at my parents' house in like a regular room with the lights turned off and like just the blue glow of a screen on my face because I'm using my webcam, and I have like shitty sound, then you're gonna assume that I don't know what I'm talking about, and you're not even gonna listen to the video. I know this happens to me anyway. So the same thing happens with the projects. When juries are looking at presentations, they're instantly judging it based on how it looks. And I've caught myself being guilty of this. At one time when I was in third year, we had to do a project where within a class, each person, we had groups of 2, and then we voted on the best, and we narrowed that down to groups of 4 groups, and then we narrowed that down to one final project that we actually submitted for a design competition. And at one of the earlier stages of weeding out the best projects, I literally remember thinking, sitting at the computer on the online voting thing, and just remembering back to who had the best presentation boards. I caught myself doing this very thing that I used to always complain about. I was guilty of it too. And it comes down to just this quick judgment of other people and things and ideas. And you might look at this and say that it's unfair, and it does really seem pretty superficial, right, to judge based off just the surface level, the presentation. But in reality, whether it's fair or not, it happens. So, my advice might be that, nothing in life is fair. You get 2 options: sit around and complain about it, or make sure you win. The other thing is, this is a necessary part of architecture. When you're presenting your work to your clients, they are going to have the same biases towards this. If they see your initial project and it looks really weak, and you might have a great design, but what if they're not good at reading floor plans and imagining what it will look like in real life? It's not going to get built. So this is necessary. This is a necessary skill that you need to learn to become a great architect. The other thing is that you're not saving up your design skills for this one project, It's not that by saving your energy in this one thing, you're going to do better in the other thing. I think that if you constantly make it a goal of yours to make everything that leaves your hand beautiful, everything you do, everything you present, to really be fully designed properly, then that's the best way to really ingrain great design into who you are and what you do. And that's kind of a broad statement. To fully explain that probably goes beyond the scope of this one video. But anyway, I hope this all helps. And I hope that you understand the importance of designing your presentation boards in terms of initial first impressions and setting up, just kind of setting up a great ground from which you can go forward into being judged by other people. I hope this helps. Talk to you next time.